You're listening to Combat Radio with Ethan Dettenmeyer, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Well, it wouldn't be Combat Radio with some sort of technical faux pas, but our 32 Days of Halloween actually starts today. And most of you know we're running a contest for autographed tombstones on behalf of the Children's Hospital, and we got a lot of interesting things planned. But today, to actually get things started, we have the privilege of sitting with a major icon in the entertainment industry, and there's a good possibility you know the work of this individual. Well, for starters, he's instrumental in the new Thing film coming out, as well as The Thing in 1982 that we all know and love on this program, but he's had a hand in everything from The Mask of Zorro to The Fog. The legendary Mr. David Foster, how are you?
Fine, how you doing?
Good, great to have you here. For me in particular, because I used to deliver mail to your office.
Oh, God. I had hair back then.
Yes, it's been a long time for me coming through the ranks. And also with us is a development executive on his team, Mr. Cox. How are you?
Hi, thank you for having us.
No, thank you. Producer Loda Hadley's here as well.
Hi, how are you?
Who's walked out of Warner Brothers. It's like the old Warner Brothers crew here. It's like I feel like I should be handing all of you guys mail. But you and I, David, we just were talking briefly about how you how you felt about the new movie, The Thing, coming out. And
yeah, I think it's quite good, actually. The thing that has to be made clear is it's not a remake; it's a prequel. Mm-hmm. And in the John Carpenter movie, there was a scene about a quarter way through the film where Kurt Russell jumps in a helicopter and flies with a doctor to a Norwegian base an hour or so away. Mm-hmm. And when he gets there, he's alarmed. The thing is wiped out. The whole camp is destroyed. Everybody's dead. And then he gets back in the chopper and flies back to the American base. And this movie is what the hell happened in that Norwegian camp. Who caused all that? Who killed all those people, if they were killed or it was a natural thing? And that's what this is about. And this ends where the Carpenter movie begins. The Carpenter movie begins with a chopper chasing a dog through an ice field. I don't know if you remember it, but
I remember it.
Yeah, and this one ends with the chopper chasing the dog through the ice field, and it catches up at the camp.
Well, we're going to have to see it just because of that alone. Hey, look, do me a favor. Why don't you move his mic a little closer to him? I don't want anyone to miss what he's saying. Can you pull it? Here you go. But go ahead and make the adjustment. I was actually going to ask you, when the original opportunity to do The Thing in 1982, how did that come about for you? Like, what was the set of circumstances? Did somebody send you a script, or?
No, what happened was I met this young fella in his mid-20s who was in television at Universal. Uh-huh. And my partner and I had a deal at Universal, so we were stationed there. We were based there. And I met this guy at a party for a friend of mine. And the guy walked up to me, introduced himself to me, and said he was at Universal too, and he was in television. Didn't know anything about how you did movie business, and I said, I don't know anything about the television business. And next thing I know, about a week or so later, I got a call from this kid, young man. And he comes by the office, and he says, are you familiar with an old movie that Howard Hawks supposedly produced, but rumor has it that he directed it as well, called The Thing, 1950-something? I said, oh my God, yeah, I saw that in college and it scared the hell out of me. Mm-hmm. And he said, I'd like to do that as a movie remake. What do you think? The guy's name was Stuart Cohn. So I said, interesting idea. Let me look at the old movie to be sure. So I looked at it and it really grabbed me. And then he came by again and we talked, and he said he's never made a movie. He didn't know any of the movie executives at Universal. Could I run with it as long as he was part of it? Mm-hmm. I said, of course you'd be part of it. I wouldn't do it any other way. I mean, a guy brings me someone, going to screw him, you know.
Right, I love your style.
Yeah. So I go see a guy. I call this guy who was the president of Universal at the time, Ned Tannen. Terrific guy, crazier than hell, but terrific. Mm-hmm. He's passed away subsequently, about a year or so ago. And I called him, I said, Ned Foster, I want to come by and talk to you about something. And he says, about what? And I said, do you remember an old movie called The Thing? I want to remake it. He says, oh my God, my father-in-law will kill me. I said, what? What's your father-in-law got to do with it? Turns out he was married to Howard Hawks' daughter. Mm. And Howard Hawks did the first one. Remember that?
Right, The Thing from Another World.
Yeah.
But what was the story where he doesn't have directing credit on it, but he's rumored to have directed it?
Yeah. The deal, the rumor has it, or show business legend has it, that I don't remember the guy's name, a friend of his who worked on several of his films wanted to direct. Mm-hmm. And Hawks said, okay, you can direct this movie. I'll produce it, so I'll be behind you. And he told the financier, whoever it was, I forget who. Who was it? God.
RKO? Was it RKO?
Yeah, like that. Yeah. That if there was any problem, he'd step in and back up the guy. Mm-hmm. So they could relax. Would never. So rumor has it that it started out that it became too much for this guy because of special effects and the monster, and then there was a time when the United States and Russia were at each other. In fact, if you remember, you probably don't, but the end of the movie, there's this off-camera speech. Look to the sky.
Yeah.
It's about look out for the Russians.
Really, watch the skies.
Yeah.
Watch the old, the Russian yak coming out of the horizon.
And, Howard Hawks was really a right-wing son of a bitch.
You're listening to Combat Radio with Ethan Dettenmeyer, right here on LA Talk Radio.